So, just like to give you a heads up, I make 2 videos, and today, this first video is not necessarily about anger management advice. It's more so just a general mental health perspective or way of thinking is a way to look at this. I just want to highlight one thing and keep it short, obviously, is a thing called metacognition. Or anytime you hear the word cognitive or cognition, it means thinking, the way that a person thinks. Now, some of you may have heard the word metaphysics before. That's pretty common. It's been on the rise over the last couple years. It's basically spirituality and like the way we do things, the things that we don't see, nature, laws of attraction, karma, stuff like that, studying things like that. And that's not necessarily physics, as you know, because it's spiritual physics. Real physics are things like gravity, science, how water moves, how weather works. All that is real physics. But metaphysics are things that you can't see. So anytime you see a word that has meta before it, just think that abstract. If you don't know what the word abstract means, just think expanded or deep or detail. Shoot, if you like superheroes and stuff, in the DC universe, they don't call them mutants like they do in Marvel. They call them metahumans because they're regular people, but they have deeper genetics. They have wild genetics, whether it was an accident, on purpose, they were just born that way, but they're different. So meta, again, means like greater, expanded, abstract. So when we talk about metacognition, it's abstract thinking, deeper thinking. I only bring this up because obviously it's a skill that we know not everybody has. Not everybody is educated on, not everybody is introduced to in the first place to even use it or to understand. I came across this, I remember it from when I was in 11th grade. We talked about this in my English class. We were doing a little bit of like philosophy stuff. So it's not just a mental health thing, but it's a tool outside of mental health that you can use to help deal with it. And what it is, basically, in a nutshell, is thinking about the way you think. That sounds stupid, but trust me, that's exactly what it is, and it serves a purpose. I only mention it also because, when I was younger and obviously dealing with more of my anger management, like on an excessive rate, on a high rate and thing like that, I never stopped to think about why do I do the things I do? Why do these things make me so mad? Why does so-and-so piss me off so easily? Why do I get annoyed by the most tiniest, dumbest thing? Why? I never stopped to think about that. Now, most people today, especially now with COVID-19 going on, a lot of people are on the edge of their seat, ready to flip off, ready to spaz out. As we can see, murder rates are happening left and right. People killing their kids, killing their grandparents, mom, dad. It's just ridiculous. And I think, personally, it has a lot to do with COVID-19 and the stress that it's putting on people and people not being able to have the resources that they do. Now, these people who commit these acts, right, do you think that they're stopping to think about the way that they're thinking? Probably so. Some people, probably not. It's a skill. It's something you have to teach yourself. Here's how you do it. Or an example of how you would do it. Most people, when they go about their business, right, on a day-to-day basis, they go to work, eat, sleep, start it all over again. Or they go to the bar, they hang out with their friends, go to the club, blah, 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 go to school, watch TV, whatever hobbies they do, cut grass, art, music, whatever, and that's the end of it. And you just wake up and do that. Most people don't operate on the way where they think about every single thing they do during the day. Only people who do that are people who have businesses to run, or they're in high positions where they need to monitor other people and they have to pay attention to the tiny things. Or if you're a person like me and you like thinking deep about stuff and whatnot, then you pay attention to every little thing that you do and try to pay attention to every little thing that other people do and trying to figure everything out. That's the only way you're going to think about that. But the only reason why I bring this up as a skill is because we've been talking a lot, me and my girlfriend are talking a lot about, fake depression and whatnot. Now, a person doesn't necessarily realize that they're depressed, and a person doesn't even realize that they're faking being depressed because they have no knowledge of what that really is. A lot of us do things on a day-to-day basis, and we don't really realize what we're doing. We don't know that if we were to go see a professional, and I'm going to bring this up again in another video and touch more on this, but we all don't know that when we go see a professional, all of us are going to get labeled with a disorder or two. We're all going to get labeled with, we may have a little mental concern to be worried about, because realistically, nobody's safe. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's okay. Everybody has an issue or two to be concerned about. Some people got 5, And the point of this is just to note that when you think about what you do, on a higher than subconscious way, because we all know, like, all right, we listen to music, and we all know, that when we listen to music, music has an effect on our mood, whether we want to or not. You can listen to a song that you know you don't like, but the beat will always catch you. The lyrics are catchy. It's always going to get you. It's going to get you in a little happy mood, make you tap your feet, make you nod your head, those kind of things. It affects you on a subconscious level. But even deeper than that, you need to know why. You don't need to know, but it's interesting to once in a while stop and think, why do I like this kind of music? Why do I like these kind of TV shows? Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I believe in the things I believe in? It's one thing to be like, I believe in God because I was lost at one point and I didn't know what to do and I prayed so I got the answers. It's very easy to say that, but can you think about why do I still believe that that is the case? Right? That's complicated, but if you can think about the way you think at different periods in your life, it could potentially help you deal with something that you got going on. So that's just a small thing. Bear with me on that. That's a bit too much. My bad. But I'll put some links in here for Facebook and YouTube, for things for you to look at, little articles or whatnot. So just check that out, read it, study that real quick if you're interested, and look out for this anger management advice video, specifically more about anger management next. Blah.